Hello everyone, it's Ali and welcome back to today's video. Thank you for joining me. So today I thought we'd make a start on the mixed media journal that I said I'd make on camera. For my base I'm using, this is canvas paper. I bought this from the Works last year, it was on sale. It says it's 300 GSM but I beg to differ, to be honest. It doesn't feel that thick. I thought it was A3 but it's not, and I wanted my journal wider than that. I could have just folded it in half, but I want to put a spine in and it would have been little like that. So what I've done is I have got 6 sheets of paper. I've glued 3 sheets of paper together, okay, and then what I've done is I've joined it down the middle like this. Let me just grab that paper and show you. I mean, I'm no expert on the sewing machine, but I didn't want to be buying more paper, so I glued 3 sheets together. I cut these ends bits off, and then what I did was I measured in 1/2 inch and I just put that piece there, and then I just stitched down the middle, and then I can score it and fold it rather than having to go and buying more canvas paper, because it's not the cheapest thing to buy. But I want to do some mixed media on the cover, so I wanted to make sure it would hold up. So that's how it's looking. Now I want to put in, I don't know whether I want to put a 2.5 inch spine in, because I've got quite a lot of ephemera. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it over. Which way should we go? We'll go that way. I'm just going to fold it over like that. It's quite stiff at the moment. I'm hoping once I've worked with it a little bit. Okay, so just while I find the middle. Right, that's my middle. There. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want a 2.5 inch spine, so I'm going to go 1.25 inch that way and 1.25 inch that way, and I'm just going to score it. Let me just get my scoring board out. Let's just put that, if we put that on 6, we want 1 inch, 1 1/4. Okay, let me just get my, so I'm on 6, so I'm going to go back 5, 4 3/4, so that'll give us a 1.25 inch. Oh god, it's going the wrong way. Go a bit slower, Alison. Why is that going off the, might be a bit too thick. There we go. I might have to tease it a little bit, because like I said, I've done this nice and thick. And then I'm going to go 7.25 here, so another 1.25 inches. And I'm going to hope that I can fold it back. I'm hoping I've not done it too thick. Then you fold it over that way. And fold it over. Obviously, if you don't want a spine that big, just do your spine to whatever size you want. Let me just get a bone folder. I've made it really thick, perhaps 2 sheets of this paper. So can you see now I've created, hopefully, what it should be a 2.5 inch spine. Yes, I have. Can you see there? 2.5 inches. I'm not worried about this stitching. I've got some fabric to go down there. What I want to do is just really reinforce. Let's just get rid of this cotton. Just reinforce the folds. Like I said, I'm not worried about rough stitching and that, because it is a mixed media journal. And I'm going to cover it up anyway. I've got some orange fabric. I'm going to go with 2 colours for my, I'm only going to use 2 colours. I'm going to use a red and an orange. So that is our journal cover now, and it measures 7 by 9.25. So it's a nice size. I have got some signatures ready here. I'll probably add to them. I'll go through them after, and they'll fit in there really nicely with a lot of ephemera that we'll put in there. So yeah, let's put them there. I've got some painty papers that I've made, and I've photocopied them because I'm going to do my cover red and yellow. So I thought we'd have would have this paper each side, and then I've got some orange fabric to go down the middle. That's my plan anyway, so let's see if we can get to that bit. So I'm going to start on the cover first. Let's get rid of this now. We don't need this on my desk anymore. Just put that away. Okay, and put that down there. Right, so which are we having? That's the front, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use some texture paste. I've got 2 stencils and I can't decide which one to use. I can't decide whether I want the roses or whether I want, I don't know. I don't know whether to put different, oh, I can't make my mind up. Right, we'll go with that one. Stop dithering, Alison. So I've got my texture paste. This is just a Stamp Area one, any texture paste you've got. And I'm going to get my spatula and I'm going to put some of this stenciling into the background. Just going to take my time, and like I said, it's a mixed media cover, so it doesn't have to be perfect at all. This is a nice texture paste, this one. I've tried quite a few texture pastes and I like this one. It dries, it's nice to go on and it dries nice and quick as well. So I'm happy with this one. Right, let's have a look at that. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Right, let's just turn that round a little bit and let's do up this side. It'll take me a little bit to do this, but I'll do this little bit and then I'll fast forward it. Okay, so I have dried off my texture paste, as you can see there. I'm covered in it. I've tried to wash my hands, but it sticks to them. I've burnt it a little bit there. I'll try and go over it with the paint. So I've just got an old gel plate here. I'm just going to put there for a minute. And I've got 2 colours, like I said. I'm just using the 2 colours. I'm using this Rouge Bleu, whatever it is, iridescent red blue. I've never heard of a red blue colour. I'm going to put some on my mat. Oh, I haven't got my brayer out, have I? No, let me just find my brayer. It's just here, I think, in my mixed media bits. Right, okay, so I'm just going to put my brayer through and then I'm just going to, and as you can see, that lovely texture paste comes to life. You can see, oh, I'm glad I used that stencil actually. Yeah, I am. I love this red colour. Really do like this red colour. Really love it. I think it's a lovely colour. Like I said, I'm not looking for perfection. It is a mixed media cover and it will be grungy and painty, and yeah, let's just get a bit more paint. Yeah, it's a lovely colour. It wasn't expensive paint, this one. It was from Hobbycraft. It's a Pebeo Studio Acrylics. High viscosity. I can't even pronounce that word. Viscosity, whatever that means. I couldn't tell you. Like I said, I'm not an artist. I just like playing. So, yeah, that's a nice colour, isn't it? And I like that there's some white space. I like that we've got some white space. I've not decided on what I'm going to put on the front yet. I'll have to have a little think about that, but I like that. I think that's beautiful. You can see all the stenciling, which is nice. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to dry that off and then I'm going to come back in with my second colour. Okay, that's fairly dry, so I'm going to come in with Yellow Ochre. Oops. Right, this is a Daler and Rowney acrylic. Let's just put some on the mat and let's just get rolling. Don't want too much. I just want to be able to see that there is a bit of yellow on here. A little bit at the end there. Yeah, like that. Let's just turn it round a little bit and let's just do this side. Nice colours together, aren't they? Red and yellow. Yeah, I don't think I want to put loads more on. Like I said, I'd like to leave some white space. I'm going to spray some of my gold mica spray over the top. But I think I've got enough yellow there now. Let me just grab a wet wipe and just wipe over my brayer really quickly, just then the paint doesn't stick to it for next time. It just takes 2 seconds just to keep it clean. There we go. And let me just wipe over this. This is just an old gel print that I've gel plate that I've got. I'm just gonna get some tissue and just wipe it. Sorry guys, that's just my phone notification. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to just dry that off a little bit, and then I'm going to spray some of my gold mica. Okay, it's not fully dry, but I'll spend a few minutes when I've finished doing this drying it. This is just a homemade mica spray. It's just gold mica powder and water. I'm just going to spritz a little bit just to give it a little bit of a shine. That's enough. And I've also got some of this orange, fluorescent orange. Oh, I can't get in this one. I'm just going to put a little bit, let me just get rid of that, just a little bit on the side of my mat. And then I have got a, what have you done with it, Alison? You did have a little sponge dauber. I'm just going to put it in. I'm just going to dab just some orange in the middle of the flowers. Like that. Let's just put a little bit more paint down. Oh, I love playing with paints. Anybody else love playing with paints? I do. I love it. They look nice, don't they? Just them little bits of orange. I have get to a point where I like it, and that's the time I stop them, because sometimes I keep adding layer after layer and I feel like sometimes I ruin it and then I'm not happy with it. So if you get to a point where you think I'm happy, stop with it. And yeah, so that looks nice. I think, well, I like it anyway. I hope you like it too. I mean, you don't have to do orange and red. You can do whatever colour you want to. Whatever colour you want to. I'm just going to put my heat gun off, guys, on and dry it off properly. Okay, so I think we're dry enough to carry on. So I've got a piece of this fabric here to go down my spine. I thought orange would look nice. It's not actually straight, that fabric, but that doesn't bother me in the slightest. I just want to put it on and cut it down. Just cut it down a little bit. Can't rip this fabric, it doesn't rip. Okay, let's just see where my spine is and make sure it's going to be wide enough. Yeah, so it needs to go right there. Okay, so I've got my Collall glue. I am going to stitch everything, but we'll just, for now, just stick it down. So I'm going to go down here. Might take a while to stick over this texture paste and paints and everything. That's why I will stitch it. Just get the bits of cotton off. Stuck to my fingers. Get off. Right, let's just put some glue down here. Just turn that round a little bit, then I can see what I'm doing. Right, I've got a big clump of glue there. Let's just get some. Like I said, I am going to stitch it, so I don't want to absolutely plaster it in glue because I don't want the mess. Let me just get a wet wipe. I've got glue all stuck to my hands. Can't get hold of anything. I won't be buying these wet wipes again. Huggies. I don't like the They seem to rip every time you touch them. Right, I'm not going to mess with that now. I'm going to leave that to dry for a minute. I'm going to turn over. I'm going to do the inside. Sorry guys if I knocked you then. So let me just see where that's going to go down the middle there. Let's just cut a piece of that off. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. I can trim that off at the end. So I've got these papers now. What did you do with them, Alison? One of these is going to go on each side. So let me just get my trimmer and just trim the edges off, and then we can see where we're working to. I was going to put fabric on the inside, and I thought no, I'll just put papers because it's not as much bulk, is it, with paper. And I thought these colours, these prints that are done, painty papers that are done, were nice colours. Okay, so I've measured, just put a little line there. I'm going to cut my papers. Let's just get them in the trimmer. Hopefully they'll be okay. Put my trimmer there. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, they'll be fine, won't they? I'm going to save them little bits because we might be able to make some bits of ephemera. Right, do I want to ink around the edge? I think I do. So I'm going to use my black archival ink. I'm just going to go around the edge. Yeah, I nearly used the originals, and then I thought, you know what, there was some lovely papers from my day of painting, so I photocopied them because they're my prints, so I can do what I want with them. Yeah, I like this one. Thought it would be nice on the inside. Okay, that's nice. Now let's just get rid of that. Right, let's glue these down first. Yeah, you don't have to use the same colours that I've used. You can use whatever colours you want to. And if you've not got canvas, guys, just use you know, cereal boxes or whatever else you normally use to make your base, and just work on some paper on the front or something. So I'm going to put that there, like that. Let me just get my little rolly friend and just roll over and okay, that's that one. Some of my paint's still a bit wet at the front, but that's fine. It's sticking on the glue there. I don't want it to pull that. What can I put down there? Let's just put this on. Just then it doesn't rip me cover. Don't want to have to start all over again. Okay, so there's that one. Right, let's just put some glue on here. Yeah, I had a great afternoon just doing painty papers, and I did say I'd put a little community post out asking about should I do the mixed media journal. Now I don't know whether people were thinking should I do the painty papers on camera, but if you want me to, I can show you how I did them. It's fine, it won't take long. We can have a session doing some painty papers if you want me to. That's absolutely fine because they always come in handy. You can never have too many painty papers. They're nice for ephemera and different things. It's not hanging over the edge of there, is it? No, is it? Just turn it, put it down just a little bit. Right, that's better, I think. Yeah, that's better. It's not hanging over the edge. Right, now we've got this piece of fabric that we're going to put on. That's not squashing everything, is it? Yeah, that's drying off nicely now. Okay, so I've got another piece of the same fabric. I'm just going to put this down the middle. Where is it? Let's just put a bit of glue on the top just to start us off. There, that's it. Put that down. Just turn it round a little bit and let's put some glue. Like I said, I don't need tons of glue because I am going to stitch it. And this is quite runny glue, this collal. Right, let's just get my thing and just roll over and just make sure it's right. There we go. That's our right. What I'm going to have to do, guys, is I'm going to have to pause the camera for half an hour, just let everything dry. I'm going to stitch around it and then I'll come back. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hello guys, so I am back. It's all dried. I have stitched all the way round. I've stitched down the fabric here as well, just to make sure it's caught. I'm just looking whether that might go down that side again a little bit. Mind you, I don't think it'll come up. I've missed the edge. Never mind. So yeah, now which is the front, and don't think it matters. There's my spine. Just, I don't mind if it's a rounded spine like that. It doesn't have to be. And I'm going to put my signatures in with elastic so that I can take them out to work on them. Just trying to decide which side I want for the front and which side I want for the back. Oh, hang on, the writing's that way, isn't it? So we'll have to go that way because my stamping in there otherwise would be upside down. So I'm going to make a spine kind of dangle, yeah, and I'm going to put my signatures in with elastic. So I'll show you how to do that. I'm sure you know, but I'll do it on camera just in case. So I hope you like it. I've not finished this cover. I'm going to have a think about now what I want to do to the front. I want to put something on the front. I might do some stamping of flowers and watercolouring. I don't know. I'm going to have a little think and see what I want. But that's the base, the structure of our cover to start off with. Like I said, you can do whatever colour you want. You don't have to do red and yellow, orange, whatever colours you want to do, you do that yourself. I'm just looking, I've got something stuck there and it's doing my head in. Little piece of fabric, that's it. So I'll just show you quickly what signatures I've got together. Let's just put that over there for a minute. Probably add more to it. I'm not using digitals in this journal, so I've just got just some coffee dyed paper, some watercolour mixed media paper, some of my painty papers, just some plain paper, a book page, some card that I've been messing around on. I have stitched down these just to save time, and a piece of card there with, I put a few little tabs on some of them, and I've got an envelope there we can play with. So that's going to be the first signature. Like I said, I might add more to it, but I've got the ephemera. I'll show you what we've got up to now. So that's one signature, and then this is the other. Again, it's just coffee dyed, book page, just some coloured paper, some of my painty papers. You know, we can add to these when they're in the journal. Same again, mixed media and watercolour paper. So let's just put them there. So like I said, yeah, we can add to them. So they're my signatures for the moment. So I'm going to pop them just inside of my journal, and they just fit really nicely. And then the basket that I've got, these are the things that we've been making on a Monday, messing on a Monday videos. I've got the flowers that I made. Some of this stuff I've die cut some flowers. We've got these journal cards. We've got them that we made. We made those. We made those. That I made ages and ages ago. Got some tags in here. These are actually, I'll have to take them out because they're kit ephemera then. Mind you, no, I don't want to use kit ephemera. I want it to be all my work, so I'll have to get rid of some of these. I'm not going to throw them away. I'm just going to put them in a box because I can use them for different projects. So yeah, we'll have a lot of stuff to make, but this was a nice kit. I'll put them away somewhere, and then I can use them at something else. So these are just like all the ephemera that we've been making on a Monday, different bits of things. Some of the tags I've used in other journals, but yeah, we'll add to it. So I'm going to put them away somewhere because that's kit ephemera. And then these are the other papers that I have painted. I'm going to photocopy these. I'm going to keep the originals, I think. I will do some on camera if you want me to, just show you how I did them. Great time playing with paints and stencils and stamps. Yeah, I can show you how I did them. So I'm going to leave the video there now, guys. I am going to have a think about what I can put on the front of my cover. I'll come back, we'll put the signatures in, and yeah, we'll start making, we can start working on some pages. We can see what we want to put on these, maybe some big pockets. I don't know, I've not really thought about it yet, but that's it then for today. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. I hope you're going to craft along with me. Let me know if you are doing. And yeah, thanks so much, guys, for taking the time out of your day to watch. I do appreciate it. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon in my next video. Bye for now.